Didn't say go again, but okay.
I said go right before I.
Yeah, but you clap after you say go. You don't go 1, 2, 3 and then clap. You go 1, 2, 3, go, clap.
You know, as someone who just edited the last episode of this,
Yeah.
we had the same argument.
I mean, yeah, I know. That's why I'm bringing it up, because we had the same issue last time. But as long as you're able to determine where it begins, that's fine.
Ben, you have 30 seconds. Please justify me and them why you're wearing sunglasses inside.
Why? Because that's what cool people do. They say, fuck the status quo, and then they do what they do. They also just rhyme because they want to rhyme. Bars.
But is it bright?
It is bright outside.
It is bright outside. You're right.
But also, I'm going to wear shades tonight on set. And
that's new for you.
I've done it once or twice, but I don't know. So I don't like spotlights. They're really bright.
Oh, I love them. I love a spotlight.
I love a spotlight. I just don't like it burning my retinas.
I like when it's so bright you can't see anything, and you're just like, you have to escape into your own mind and find your truth in there.
That is true. That is the good part of it.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just want to see people. But then no one comes to open mic, so it feels nice not having a reminder no one's there.
Hey, don't bash your gigs.
That's true. Stage
time is a gift, Ben.
The people who do stay, thank you. You are the best.
Well, yeah, what time do you go on?
I usually am last.
Jonathan, what time is it? 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 Jonathan, what time is it?
All right, and we're back. Welcome back to Jar of Pain, the show where we answer your questions from jarofpain.com. Jarofpain.com.
Chop Pod.
This is the Chop Pod, and it's slowly growing on me like mold.
Choppod.com.
Yeah, I'm Matt.
I'm Ben.
And we're here to answer life's toughest questions. Once again, if you're watching this, you have questions. And we firmly believe...
Answers.
Thank you. Let's try. Let's get it clean.
Yeah.
If you're watching this, you have questions.
And we have answers.
That was nice.
That was good.
That was nice.
Yeah.
And you submit them at jarofpain.com. We get them. We've never seen these questions before, and I can't promise you that we're right, but I can promise you we will be passionate. Additionally, this is all feelings, no facts.
That's a good tag. We won't be right, but we will be passionate.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I firmly believe in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. How you been? Any pain this week?
No pain. Mouth's doing fine. It's weird if I do a little kissy face. It feels weird.
Yeah.
Feel some weird pressure in
Can't
there.
milk any cows straight out of the udder these days.
I can't suckle on any
Did you
teats.
get your beard done?
No, I just brushed it for the first time.
You look elegantly disheveled currently.
Let's a look, and I'm glad I'm going for it. But this Friday, your boy hooked up with a barbershop appointment.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting a beard trim. I'm getting this hair done, but I don't know what to do with the hair.
Oh, you know what I sometimes say? I will bring in pictures of celebrities I like, their hair.
Yeah.
And I'll say, can you do this, but make it fit my head? Because they have different heads than us.
That is true.
And I don't think a lot of people think about that. Celebrities have different heads.
They do have different heads. They got to fit that ego somewhere.
Yeah, and I have a really big head. I mean, when I was a kid in school, we measured everybody's heads, and we found out who had the biggest head in the class.
Was it you?
This guy.
That's brutal. I also have a big head. Anytime someone puts on a hat I'm wearing, they're like, God damn.
Yeah, my hats are trash. I need them big. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm a big guy, but it's just dome up there.
It's just pure cranium.
It's huge.
Yeah.
In fact, if I lost 200 pounds, it might look a little weird. Because my head would be so big.
I don't know. Now that you say it, I mean, everything's proportional.
I know, but I don't think the head loses weight.
I mean, definitely not, because that's not how skulls work.
That would be crazy, though.
Yeah. You just do sit-ups.
Oh, my God. You look great.
Yeah.
You must have lost 30 pounds. Your head's like...
and 5 IQ points. It's great.
Like what? Thanks. Yeah, I know. I look great. I'm just having trouble focusing.
Yeah, thanks. Sorry, I lost my cerebellum.
Yeah, that's funny. Well,
Matt, what is this crazy thing we do?
what do you mean? We just talked about it.
Oh yeah, we answer questions.
We already did that.
Did I work out and lose weight and brain matter? I don't
think
know.
that's what it is. I think that's what it is.
That could be
I got a
it.
haircut yesterday and a beard trim.
Nice.
Well, just a trim on the hair too. I
was
like
gonna
the
say,
length.
yeah.
I like the length. I just cleaned up the neck and the ears, and you know, I don't have a lot of control over how I look. Like clothes are hard for me,
Yeah.
so I'm very specific about the things that I can control.
Right.
That's why I like getting the beard done, and it's nice. You know, I was talking to my barber. I don't know, hairdresser. I don't know if she's a
Hairstylist,
yeah,
barber. Yeah.
hairstylist.
Well, it is the barbershop for men, so.
I don't go there anymore.
Oh, is that the one by Hastings?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I was like, at one point during the haircut, I just looked down and I said, I'm depressed. And we just talked about things. And when I left, I was like, wow, this is like therapy. I
Yeah.
could quit going to therapy and just get my haircut for $15.
Yeah, every month.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I was just tired though. You ever get like that?
Yeah.
You're just like kind of tired and hungry, and you're like, I'm done with everything. Like I'm done with life. And you feel depressed. And then I came home and I ate a good meal, and I went to bed at a reasonable time, and today I feel great. I think it was just tired and hungry.
Just a good night's sleep.
Yeah,
meal.
it's just what the doctor ordered.
Man, yeah, who needs therapy?
Yeah.
8 hours of sleep and a burrito. That's what I say.
Well, I actually made this new dish. It's not a new dish, chicken. It's just chicken.
Yeah.
But I made I have these thinly sliced chicken breast, and so it takes like 3 minutes to cook in the pan, which is great.
Yeah.
I'm a no microwave household,
Sure.
and so it cooks really fast. And then I just sliced it and I put it in a tortilla shell with cucumbers and mayonnaise. It might be one of the best sandwiches I've ever had. Here's the key though.
Mm-hmm.
While I'm letting the chicken rest and chopping cucumbers and chicken up,
Sure.
I turned the pan off, but I put the tortilla into the pan in like the chicken fat. And so it gets crispy with that and like
Yeah.
salty on the outside.
Yeah.
It's a real game changer. It really layers the flavor.
Dude, I want to eat the asshole out of a KFC bucket.
I don't eat it.
I don't
KFC.
either, but I drove past it today on the way here and I was like,
We used to eat as a kid all the time. They had those like $20 fill-up buckets.
Yeah.
You know, actually where we went,
what?
Chicken Unlimited. Did you ever go there?
No, didn't you live in a tiny little?
I lived in Altoona.
Oh, okay.
You've been there.
I thought you lived in a little humdrum town. I was like, where are they?
No,
having
I grew up in
chicken?
Altoona. I mean, it's a town of 6,000, but
yeah,
it's close to Eau Claire.
right.
But there was a shop on Hastings called Chicken Unlimited, and it was just a fried chicken shop,
Okay.
and the chicken banged. And we would go there as a family maybe once a month, and my dad would just buy a bucket of chicken. We'd get biscuits and shit.
Brother, I'm gonna try and bang a chicken.
Oh yeah, Ben's hungry today.
I'm hungry as fuck.
What did you say you were trying to do?
I'm trying to make my brain go into survival mode so I can think faster.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Because I usually feel more alert and awake when I'm hungry. It's like that fine line between
Yeah, I
hungry
feel
and
that.
hangry.
I mean, when I used to go on stage, like I would like not have to pee bad, but like if I had to pee right before, I'd just hold it because it kind of gives you that little oomph, you know?
If you
keeps
think
you
it's crazy,
it keeps you present.
If you think it's crazy, it's not crazy if it works, and sometimes it works.
Yeah, and I don't even write before I go on stage, so I really need to be present in the moment.
He's really got to be a little piss boy.
I'm Piss King. There's the title of the episode. I'm a Piss King.
Piss king. I love it.
What I'll do is I'll star out the I, so it looks like I'm saying pussy, like I'm a pussy king.
I'm a puss king.
I'll star it out so that then when they get to this part, now you're in. Now you
Now
know.
you know the
You've
joke.
experienced. You're like, what?
We're in an inside
This
joke.
guy's a pussy king?
No.
No.
piss
I'm
king.
a piss king.
He's
I'm a
piss
pissy king.
he's the king of piss.
All right. Well, it's been a long time. Should we get to
Yeah.
a question, Ben?
Let's rip a cue. What dates and for how long is it appropriate to listen to Christmas music? That's a hot topic issue.
What dates? I think
Here's where I'm at. I'll be in the middle of fucking June and I'll just start going dum 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 bum 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 because to me that's a bop. But,
I'm actually right there with you.
but I don't listen to it.
No, but I go into a Christmas mood somewhere in the summer
Yeah.
for a couple days.
Yeah.
I'll like put it on or I'll watch a Christmas movie. But then I'm out till after Thanksgiving.
I'm not going to lie. November, I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
You
I
can
get
start
that.
dropping them.
Yeah, they get sprinkled in. And if you work like now, my job, I work in the office above a retail store.
Oh, you're listening.
And so all Christmas I hear it.
Yeah.
And there's certain ones that just for some reason, like, because we just play off Spotify.
Yeah.
For some reason, there's certain ones that come on all the time.
Yo, here's the thing. What's up with Christmas songs just being so horny? They're all just about wanting to fuck people.
That's not true. They're
Yeah,
about
it is. It's all about just trying to find love.
okay. Name one.
Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You.
The you is subjective.
She's definitely not talking about like a bike or something. She wants a person.
I think she's thinking about a bike. I
She-
think that's a nice music video visual. But yeah, I know. Well, people want to be around people for Christmas.
Right.
It's not about the presents, it's about the time you spend with your family.
Is
I know that sounds dumb, but like during COVID, I had no Christmas,
Yeah.
but everyone else around me was like just breaking the rules.
Yeah.
And my family was like, we had some health complications in the family, like things we played it really safe for reasons,
Yeah.
And I remember leaving work fully masked after a 9-hour sweaty day at a bakery on Christmas Eve, by the way. So it's just bangs back to back all day.
Yeah.
And I left and I cried in my car. And I was thinking in my head, I go, God, everyone gets Christmas but me. It sounds so silly. I actually laughed at that moment because it was such a beaten down,
That sounds
tired of life. And I was like,
literally
everyone gets Christmas but me.
like a scene from a Christmas movie
I
from
know.
the 90s.
I know. And then I came home and watched a Mark Rebier live stream. He used to do these live streams during COVID.
Yeah.
So sick. I'll put a clip here.
Let me in, I'm trying to fuck.
Let me in, I'm trying to fuck. Let me in, I'm trying to fuck now. I said, let me in. You gotta let me have it. Let me get a party now. Hey, yeah, baby, let me have it. Let me get it now.
And so now I'm really about Christmas.
See,
Because I missed 1 year. And like
Yeah.
that's a crime,
as an introvert, COVID did nothing for me. Did nothing to me. Also, my family was like, "Yeah, we don't give a shit." Let's
So
just
were
hang
you
out."
like you were like nice.
I wasn't happy, but I was indifferent to it. I didn't care either way.
The only person I touched
I'm a cat.
The only person I touched during COVID in 6 months was my neighbor. And I know that's going to sound like a really hot, sexy story.
You should explain.
My neighbor at the time was a man in his late 50s.
Hot.
And he, after 6 months, again, I haven't really talked to anybody. He knocks at my door and I'm like, he goes, hey, it's, he says his name. And I open the door with my mask on. And he just shoves his phone in the door and goes, can you help me with Facebook? And I did. I helped him with Facebook. He wanted to post the picture of an album he liked with no context. And our hands brushed. And we've been in love ever since.
And was by chance that album like a greatest Christmas hits? And was that in June?
No, it was like a Led Zeppelin album.
Nice.
And he just
Nice.
posted the cover. Like it really amuses me how like older people use social media because there's no thought to it. They just know. They're like, I should be participating in this. And so he just like posted a picture of a record he likes. No context, no nothing.
Nice.
Just boom, album cover.
That's a classic old person move.
It is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to say after Thanksgiving, you're good to go. But sometimes in June and maybe sprinkles in November.
I say hum it to yourself during the summer.
Hum it to yourself.
Whenever, totally fine. November 1st hits, boom, start ripping
You're
those.
saying floodgates are open Nov 1?
I'm saying Bing Crosby, day 1 November.
No.
Yeah.
I would even venture to say December 1st.
Or if you want me to have like a more like reasonable take, once all the trees have no leaves, rip it.
That doesn't happen in every city
Well,
or
then
part of the world.
November
Ben.
1st. There you go. If you live in a temperate
I
climate.
think that's too early, but we're going to have to agree to disagree because you're a Christmas boy and I'm, I guess, Scrooge.
Christmas is the best holiday, and people who say
No,
Halloween.
Thanksgiving is the best
Hey,
holiday.
get out of here.
Thanksgiving
It
is
not.
everything you like about Christmas without the pressure of gifts.
That's what I love about Christmas is the gifts.
I could care less about the gifts.
I love the gifts. Also, Christmas it's the better version of Turkey Day, but you don't have to eat turkey. Turkey's garbage.
I love turkey.
Turkey is garbage.
You've never had one of my turkeys.
I don't need your turkey. You know what I had one time?
I wet brine that shit for 2 days.
I don't know what that means, but I don't think I like it.
What are your criticisms of turkey? Go.
It's just
3 of them.
dry. It's dry and there's too much of it and everyone wants you to eat it.
It's not dry when you brine it. I made the most succulent turkey last year.
Yeah, nobody's going to brine it. And you're certainly not going to brine it my turkey for Thanksgiving.
I will brine your turkey.
Dude, you will not brine my turkey.
I've got leftover brine.
I don't even know what I feel like I know what brine is, or I should know. It feels like it's like a broth, but it's not.
Yeah. It's a broth. You make it's a super salty broth. You put aromatics and salt in there, and then you soak it. You bring it to a boil, and then you let it cool completely, and then you put it in a bag with the turkey. You get these big brine bags, and you put the turkey in there, and the salt seeps in and helps the turkey retain moisture when it's cooking.
Here's the thing. Is that this Thanksgiving, my mom made turkey, which, fine, I'll eat it. But my girlfriend's dad made pork chops.
I can have pork chops any day. I could make you a pork chop tonight.
You can have turkey any day.
No, I don't think
Yeah,
that's true.
You can literally go to the grocery store
I think
and get turkey.
it's just a late fall, early winter thing for me. You can't just like I wouldn't just eat a turkey. It's only that time of year. That's why I like it.
That's what Big Turkey wants you to do. But you could just get a rotisserie chicken way better.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, and then you can make turkey soup
rotisserie
with
chicken?
the
Chicken noodle soup.
yeah, but turkey soup is you only get it that one time.
Nobody
a year.
wants turkey soup. Nobody's ever heard of turkey noodle soup.
You don't make noodle soup. You make turkey and dumplings. That's what I do.
Just do chicken. Okay, I'm going to the next question.
All right, case closed. We disagree.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, case is not closed. This is agree to disagree. All right, next question. What's the number one rule for a good relationship?
Now, do we take this serious, or do we make it a little jokey?
Let me do the serious one, and then you rip the jokey.
I was gonna do serious, but you go serious. Go you go.
Okay, so obviously everyone knows it's communication.
Mm-hmm.
You got to chit chat.
That's what I was gonna say.
You got to have that back and forth because that means you are both aware of each other's perspectives and feelings. And then that helps you navigate things more accurately as a team.
Yes, and a tip on communication: don't expect something you don't ask for. That's just a good thing about life.
Yeah.
You know, no one's in your head but you. If you have a need not being met, before you be brash and do something or, get frustrated and blow up, just go, hey, I would like to have sex more. That's just an example. I'm a man with needs and I'd like to have sex more. And then you either figure that out. Maybe you go a little deeper. Why do you feel that way? Oh, is it simply because after you nut, you have a sense of intimacy and bonding? Okay, if that's the case, it doesn't have to be sex, but you can like work on things together that make you feel that way more, you know? Sometimes it is just nut, but
I like how we went one episode buffer in between us mentioning cum.
I didn't say cum. I specifically said nut so that both parties could feel like they were part of that conversation.
That's true. That's fair.
You know?
Yeah.
Date night. It's a big one. Make time for you and your partner.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I also think, and I here's another tip. You got to have something to orbit. You got to have a show. You got to have a show or a series of movies or something. I think getting together once a week, to watch Game of Thrones or whatever it may be, I think that really helps. Something with mutual interest that you do on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And I think the easiest thing for that in everyone's busy schedules is like just having a show. And you don't watch it with anybody else. You don't watch it alone. You just like have a show on rotation at all times.
Yeah.
I think that's so underrated because then you have something to talk about too. Like life lasts a long time. You can't just like talk about your feelings all the time.
The feelings are the same as they were last week. What do we got to have a conversation about? Let's talk about Game of Thrones.
Or you can be like me and go, do you still want to date? Are we still doing this thing? Is this what we're doing?
Is this it? Is this where...
Are we still into this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Turn back on Game of Thrones. Let's go. You want to cuddle? Yeah, I would say we covered some big ones. Yeah. I don't even think we need a joke. I think relationships are serious.
Hey man, like we said, we might not answer them correctly, but we'll answer them passionately.
Yeah, I think communication's a great answer. I think communication solves almost everything.
Communication.
Honestly,
you can't do any of that unless you don't have communication.
Yeah.
You can't decide on a show unless you communicate what show you're watching.
Yeah, what do you like?
Yeah.
What are we in the mood for? Sometimes you have two shows. That's even better. You have a serious show and a fun show.
But then also you need a you show. You need a show you can watch and you don't need them.
For me, that's YouTube. I just call it YouTube. It's great. Have you ever seen that show?
I watched the tube of YouTube.
Have you ever seen the show YouTube? It's like a whole app. And it's like crazy. There's like so many different ideas in that show.
There's so many different ways to go about it. YouTube.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my God, I just swallowed a yawn. 2 strawberries or a lime?
A lime, 100%. You can do so much with a lime.
Yeah, but you could just eat the strawberries.
Yeah, but you could use half the lime to marinate the chicken, a quarter of the lime to put in your Corona, and a quarter of the lime you could save for another use.
Yeah, but you could just dip the strawberries in chocolate and eat them like a little snack.
Yeah, but what would you rather have? Over the next 10 days, you will either receive 10 limes once a day,
right,
or 20 strawberries, 2 per day.
Well, I mean, if I'm getting 20 strawberries, then I can make strawberry jam. Then I could do like peanut butter.
You make jam?
Jelly. I mean, I don't not make jam, but
you're open to the idea.
You just squish, right? That's it. You just squish it.
No.
And maybe add a little sugar.
That's part of it. You gotta reduce it.
And some molasses, I assume.
But yeah, you muddle it and then you add sugar and probably water. And you just I would imagine you just boil it down until it's the viscosity of your choice. Yeah. You may want to add a little gelatin. But let's not get in the weeds on jam making.
We're not a cooking.
This is not a cooking show. This is not a cooking show.
This ain't the cod pod. This is the jop pod.
Yeah.
And we're not doing jam.
I still take the lime every time. I love lime. I am in a big lime phase right now.
I'm See, that seems biased then. But also, I don't drink, so that's also biased.
Yeah, and I am in a cerveza. I'm in like a
Unless I wanted
Mexican beer phase.
my Sprite to feel a little more zesty.
I actually put it in my Topo Chicos as well. It's very nice.
What's Topo Chico's?
It's sparkling water. You ever had a Topo Chico?
No, I don't do sparkling water.
You do liquid death.
I just do the regular water.
That's insane to me.
It's so good. It's the only way to drink water. Liquid death. Give me a sponsorship, please.
Topo Chico has the best fizz out of all of them. I don't know if you know this about bubbles because you don't drink carbonation, but different brands have different textures.
Yo, I still partake in a sody pop.
Yeah, so you would agree Coke has bigger bubbles than Pepsi.
It depends.
A Pepsi's got a real sharp start to it.
You are right. Pepsi is sharper than a Coke.
Yeah.
That is true.
But they use the same carbonation for the other sodas. I actually don't think that's true because Mountain Dew is pretty soft.
It is soft. I was just thinking that. I was thinking like Mellow Yellow and Mountain Dew, but
those are pretty much identical.
Those are, yeah.
By design.
Yeah.
Mellow Yellow was released because Mountain Dew got so popular and rotted everyone's mouths out in West Virginia.
Let me tell you, Mellow Yellow fan right here. Mountain Dew, no thanks.
I'm not a soda guy. I just love Diet Coke.
Well, since I don't have alcohol in my life,
you got to have something.
Soda is my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, I just didn't grow up with it. I bought a Mountain Dew once as a kid with my paper route money.
Yeah.
My mom cried. She said, your teeth are going to rot out of your mouth. So that's the environment I grew up in. So it wasn't really a pro soda household.
Yeah. And then in my neighbor or my childhood, my mom was like, this is money. Don't buy drugs with it. And I was like, okay. And
Soda
then I
pop.
got soda.
Yeah.
Which became my drug.
It's a drug. It's crazy what people were drinking like in the 90s. Or like when I was growing up, like friends' moms would drink like 3-4 cans a day.
Yeah.
That's so much sugar.
Dude, and if you go farther back, if this was the same scenario with my mom, she'd be like, make sure you get that Coca-Cola. It's got that elixir cocaine in it. And then I would just be a 9-year-old just yacked out of his mind on Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Remember as a kid, I couldn't have caffeine. And I don't know why. They should give that to kids. They give Adderall to kids.
You know, I was like, no, don't give kid caffeine. And then you're like, you give Adderall. And I'm like, well, that's an amphetamine.
The amount of drugs I was on as a kid from the doctor.
Yo.
I mean, I've taken recreationally as an adult the same amount I would take as a kid. And it zoinked me out of my mind.
One time, my friends were like, come on over. We're going to game all night. And I was like, I got to work at 6 a.m. And he's like, I'm going to give you an Adderall. You're going to be fine. I stayed up till 6 a.m. Went to work, had the Adderall, took the Adderall, did not get a single piece of work done.
Really?
I did everything but work.
Oh, well, it really lets you just invest your focus in whatever you want to focus on.
Yeah,
so if you don't want to do work.
I was supposed to be writing emails. I was writing songs. And boy, oh boy, was I ripping lyrics.
Yeah, when I'm on Adderall, I get really religious. I'm like, I believe in God. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Start prophesizing Adderall.
Not necessarily, but I remember one time I was on Adderall when I was on the road, and I turned to my drummer and I said, I think I need to make God more a part of this thing I'm doing. And he goes, yeah, let's talk about it tomorrow.
This is Matt on Adderall.
Yeah,
this is Matterall.
I'll say some stuff, you know. What was the question? 2 strawberries or a lime?
I was going to say this is where the Adderall would come in to help. Yes.
Yeah, lime every time.
Yeah, all right. I'll take strawberries.
Wow, we're really a split party today.
We are 2 peas in a different type of pod. Try to go for a thin paper instead of this.
There is 20 pesos in there.
There is 20 pesos.
That's one of the first ones.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Whoa!
Second.
Back to back.
Oh
Fuck,
my
marry,
God.
kills.
Jeffrey Dahmer, Jeffrey Epstein, Jeff Dunham.
It's Big Jeff. It's a Big Jeff.
It's Jeff centric.
It's Jeff week on FMK with JOP.
Oh my god! OMG! LOL.
OMG! It's Jeff week on FMK on JOP. Okay, let's name him again, and so let's figure out who they are first.
Jeffrey Dahmer,
Who is that?
world-renowned serial killer. One of Wisconsin's pride and joys.
Okay,
Jeffrey Epstein.
I know. I'm a close personal friend.
Yep, and then Jeff Dunham, my uncle.
Oh, wait.
No,
That would be insane.
that would be insane. He's a puppet comedian for anyone who doesn't know.
We all know who Jeff Dunham is.
Jeff Dunham. Yeah,
He had
I know
the
bits.
terrorist puppet in
Ahmed,
2002.
Yeah.
He was really breaking through. Well, I'd kill Epstein. But here, what's odd is like Jeffrey Dahmer also bad. Was that the guy who was gay and he would make lampshades out of him?
He wasn't trying to make a lampshade, Matt. He was trying to make a sex zombie. Okay.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Wait.
He was trying to drill a hole in their head and make them into little fuck puppets.
Wow.
To put it poetically.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they all died.
But
I hate to laugh. I hate to laugh, but it's like, after how many failed puppet attempts are you like, maybe there's a different way to go about this
there
thing?
could be a different strategy to what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would still kill Epstein.
Interesting.
I would have sex with Dahmer. I would just act like one of his puppets for a while, I guess.
You know,
Because I really want to marry Dunham. I really want to marry Jeff Dunham. I just think he's hilarious.
You know, I was going to say, believe it or not, watching Jeffrey Dahmer make his puppets still funnier than watching Jeff Dunham with his puppets.
Suit yourself. I'll be over here in the laugh zone without you.
See, this is what I
Watching
would say.
Comedy Central presents Jeffrey Dunham.
I tried listening to Jeffrey Dunham's, I think, like 2022 album, and I was like, yeah, this isn't, whatever.
Listen, I don't think I'd like it now, but when I was in middle school,
Imagine. I remember me and my friend used to watch. Like I said, we can quote it. Peanut. All right, I remember the shit. But Samuel Shtick hasn't really changed, so I would kill Dunham.
okay.
I would kill Dunham. Fuck Dahmer. We're both on right with that one. But then I'd marry Epstein.
Because you're money hungry.
And he ain't interested in me, so I don't got to worry about nothing.
Yeah, it sounds like an average marriage to me.
It's Communication. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Hell yeah. That was a good one. Let's 5 that one. Smack. Is Santa real?
The idea of him is real.
The idea is very real, but that's a cop-out answer.
My uncle is a professional Santa.
My family usually does Santa on Christmas because we have a big family. So
You guys go to like the mall or something?
No, we have a Santa outfit, and then one of the dudes, one of the big guys, puts it on, and then he's fucking Santa.
I remember very vividly when the magic of Santa got ripped from me. How old were you when you found out? You had Santa at every Christmas.
I did, but I also didn't.
You didn't believe that was the real Santa when you were a child, did you?
You know what? Here's the thing. When I try to think about it, I don't remember when I found out Santa wasn't real. So obviously, not a big deal to me.
Yeah.
But secondly, now that I try to think about it, when I look back, I don't remember a vivid feeling in my body, like this visceral feeling of holy shit.
Oh my God, he's here.
I saw Macklemore in concert and I was like, that's fucking Macklemore.
So Santa did not have the Macklemore effect.
I did not have that's Santa Claus. I was like, it's fucking, this looks like him.
Yeah.
Probably it.
I think it's good. Like, there's a huge debate about do you tell your kids about Santa? Because you're lying to your kids.
That I think you should do. Yeah, because one, they're gonna find out he's not real, and that's how the world works.
In general though.
Yeah.
You
tell them.
If you have kids, you're not going to play the Santa game, at least for a little bit.
Absolutely tell them, because then they're gonna find out that he's not real. They're gonna get hurt. And that's how the world works, and they're going to learn that lesson early on. Better to do that with a mythical creature.
It's much better to do that. You want to know how I found out?
How?
I feel like I always overtake the podcast with my
You
stories.
have amazing stories, so rip them.
I was in 4th grade. Well, let's back up to when I was back in time.
Beep, beep.
Before, thank you.
Yep.
Before I was even in school, my mom was really big on gardening at the house we were living at. And I like begged her to buy me watermelon seeds because I was like, oh, we can have watermelons. That'd be awesome, Mom. And so she bought me watermelon seeds and she's like, okay, go plant them. You know, like go find a spot in the yard and plant them.
What a fun, jovial child you were to just get excited about watermelon.
Yeah, I loved
seeds.
watermelon. I love watermelon. I still do. And that night, severe storms, extremely severe storms. When I woke up the next morning, and this is on tape somewhere, my mom's like, go check your watermelon plant. And my parents had gone out early in the morning, bought a watermelon from the store, came back. But what's crazy is, you know, you're talking about visceral like feelings, like memories when you're a kid. When I remember this moment, I remember pulling the watermelon off the vine. Now, there was no vines because it was they just placed it on the hole I dug.
Yeah.
You know, but I remember vines and like having trouble, but it was probably because I was like 3 and watermelons are huge. And there's video of me like climbing the deck as like a little stinker kid. And I'm like, ugh, like trying to hoist this like 4-pound watermelon, you know? Yeah. And fast forward to 4th grade. Yeah. We are studying like the water cycle and plants. And our teacher was talking about how fast plants grow. Some plants grow fast, some plants grow slow. It has to do with the soil, the water, what type of plant it is. And she's like, most take, to start budding, probably a couple of weeks. And I raised my hand because I was like, oh, I got a juicy Hermione Granger moment here. I'm about to change the world. And I was like,
planning before a rainstorm?
I was like, yeah, when I was a kid, there was a thunderstorm and my watermelon grew overnight. And Miss Irwin, bless her heart, did the right thing. She goes, that's not true. That is impossible. That did not happen. And, in my head, I still retain this kind of energy towards authority. I was like, well, I'll show her. She's wrong. She's if you're telling me I'm wrong, you're the one who's wrong.
You're one of those flat earthers on YouTube who accidentally proves the world is round.
Have you ever seen those flat earth, real quick tangent, those flat earth videos when they do the experiments and then they prove themselves wrong and they're like, something's wrong with this thing. I love those. They're like, this should not be happening.
This is about to be you with the watermelon. Yeah.
And then I go home and I'm sitting in, I'm waiting for my parents to get off of work. They come home and I was like, I got to talk to my dad about this. And I was like, this happened at school today. Mr. Irwin told me it's impossible for a plant to grow overnight, especially like a watermelon, full fruit. And he goes, well, Matt, I just want to tell you that like your mom and I did that because we love you. And, we wanted you to have like a magical experience. Like it's a really sweet thing. He just said, we love you and you were a kid and we thought it'd be fun. And it was fun. You enjoyed it. You still think about it. And then I was like, wait, what about the tooth fairy? And my dad's like, well, yeah, that's actually your mom and I too.
Journalists have died for less.
And then once it went watermelon to tooth fairy, I just started imploding. Like I was just like, oh my God, Easter Bunny out. And then at the end of it, I was like, wait, so Santa Claus? And my dad's like, yeah, that's your mom and I too, and I just started bawling,
Is this where you lost your religion?
No, we talked about that last week. But I just remember the feeling of all the magic in the world, like being torn away. And I still think it's worth it to tell your kids there is a Santa, because I think it's inherently valuable. Like as an adult now, I think it's valuable that a kid believes anything is possible.
Magic. It's the only like true thing of like magic. Like magic, because like card magic is like, oh, my hand is really quick. You're looking over here.
Yeah, but they should believe in magic because truthfully, my whole life, like we're here today. Like why? why would I invest money, time, resources, and education into like starting this if I didn't think magic was real? Like, I still have a little bit of it in me. Like, some of it still resides in me where I'm like, anything could happen, anything is possible.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that's a powerful thing for kids. And especially if they can retain that into adulthood. I mean, career-wise, I have soared just because I think of things differently. Because I believe in magic a little bit. And as a professional person, and especially in a corporate environment, I'm saying like when I'm playing a professional role, like I'm at work.
I was like, there's a semi-pro human. That's me. Okay, keep going.
But like in the corporate world, when I was there briefly, they were astounded by my ideas because I wasn't like trapped in this system where nothing is possible. Like, I really believe anything is possible. And like that has maintained. It's a very powerful thing. And so I think every kid should have that opportunity.
Agreed.
I also think there's probably a better way to go about it, and telling your kids sooner than 4th grade. 10 is really late.
Yeah, that is.
I feel like 1st, 2nd grade, if they start getting curious, just like entertain that curiosity.
Yeah.
Like, answer the questions honestly whenever they're asked.
I think 10's fine, but you definitely don't want to be going on like 14 being like, dude, you guys excited for Santa? Like,
oh, you know what really pisses me off?
What miffs you?
People have different traditions with Santa Claus, right? So when my brother was a little kid, the neighbors, their tradition for Christmas was like the parents get them a few gifts, but Santa brings everything Christmas morning.
Right.
Our tradition was our parents get us gifts, but Santa does bring a special gift Christmas morning, but it's just like one gift per kid.
Oh.
So there's a bit of a...
Yeah, because...
You're like, wait, so the Santa likes the neighbor better because he got so much shit. Like, there's a disparity in what people give, like, to their kids from Santa.
Yeah, neighborhood-wise, your parents should be having, like, an HOA meeting about that.
All right, guys, it's been a tough year economically. Santa's only doing wooden gifts this year. Santa's only giving out handmade cards. All right, I think we have time for one more. We're getting interviewed after this for the local newspaper.
To get us hype
about our show.
Because we're like, you know what's the best way to hype a show? The newspaper.
You're damn right.
You darn tootin'.
You know I like doing it?
Why?
My parents' friends clip out newspaper articles and send it to them whenever I'm in the paper.
You're a good kid.
And it's nice. I'd kind of do it for them. It's also kind of fun.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters as much as my Instagram does.
No.
Like, I think I get more traction out of my own Instagram than the local paper does at this point.
Yeah.
But I think it's a nice feeling for them when they get those clippings from like their church friends. You know, it's like, they're like, oh, my kid's doing something.
Yeah.
You know,
that's fun.
It's nice.
Last question.
What
is the ultimate sexual position?
Okay. Wow.
And if that is not a back-to-back jar pain combo, if that's not a job combo, I don't know what it is.
Is Santa real? What's the best way to have sex?
What's the best way to fuck? Hey, should I ruin my kid's innocence?
I'll tell you.
Maybe begin his lack of trust in authority figures in me. How do I fuck the best?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it, and maybe this just really speaks to my vanilla nature.
Yeah,
I'm a missionary guy. It's tried and true. It's consistently good.
It is the blue jeans of sex.
Yeah, and I love blue jeans. Now, I haven't worn jeans in years, but I love them.
Something about that timing. I haven't worn jeans here, but I love them.
I think you do things to spice things up, but this isn't
right.
What's
the ultimate? So what? Let's define the parameters of ultimate.
I think missionary is the ultimate.
But why is it the ultimate? That's what I'm saying.
Because it's just the one. It's like classic, you know? It's tried and true. It's cheese pizza.
I do like cheese pizza.
Yeah. Like, over the course of your life, you're going to do missionary more than any other position.
Over the intercourse of your life?
Exactly.
Thank you.
When you're 65, you're not like, bend over, I'm going in doggy. I'm going in raw.
Yeah.
You're just gonna get on, hump Lotus a little bit.
Yeah.
And get off. You know, like, I just think that missionaries is tried and true. I'm open to anything.
I think because if you think about it, all the variations of missionary hit, they're all easy. It's like leg here, a leg there.
Yeah.
Legs here, legs there, whatever.
And there are other positions that are fun and unique and interesting to
But
try
it's
out,
like,
but
it's
it's not home base.
It doesn't land.
Missionary is the home base of sex.
It's like, you know what?
It's home row on the keyboard. ASDF, LMNO, or whatever. I don't even know what's on the right hand.
Yeah. I think you're right.
I think I'm right too.
Because I was going to say, I'd say the only maybe competitor is just regular cowgirl.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like, okay, you can.
But
how about you just get on, lay down?
Would that be considered missionary? Missionary is okay. Missionary is like this.
Right.
Yeah, I guess. I do like that.
It is technically missionary.
Especially when I'm feeling a little lazy.
Why'd you say that so catty like?
I don't know.
Feels so lazy.
Especially when I'm feeling
I'm
lazy.
feeling like a lazy little boy. Feeling like a lazy little piss king.
Lazy little piss king. Oh no.
I think no mission. Yeah, because like you can both just be there, and it's fine. Sure, your arms get tired, but like any other position, it's just there's.
You mean in missionary?
Yeah.
Your arms do get tired.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I switch to
Yeah.
elbows.
Yeah.
Hunker
Oh.
down for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, get in the
You
trenches.
just get in there, and then she's like, "Wow, he's getting really intimate," and you're just like, "I'm going to collapse, and my forehead's gonna hit your tooth out."
I like it is an experience like when you go for a while without having sex and then you go back to it, you have to like build up the muscles again.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not like I'm over here doing chest lifts for fun.
No,
Like you have to. There's certain muscles you only use during sex, and if you don't use them, you lose them.
it's true.
You got to like build back into it.
That's why anytime before I'm about to fuck, I rip 10 push-ups. I
yeah,
rip 10 push-ups to get a pump going.
yeah. You want to get a pump. You got to warm up.
Yeah.
You got to stay limber.
You can't pull a muscle.
Yeah,
I push up and then I hump, and then I go down, push up, hump,
yeah.
and then
Nice.
that's it. That's the warm up.
Well, I think this case is closed. Missionary is the ultimate,
It's the ultimate position.
and we've been doing it as a species probably longer than any for thousands of years.
It's the go-to.
It's the go-to.
It's the doggy style of humans.
It's human style.
It's human style.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. That's it.
that's it.
No more ifs, ands, or buts.
Well, should we go get famous at the local news office?
Yo, let's turn that Telegram into the Instagram.
I bet they have free shitty coffee.
Oh boy,
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
can't wait to drink it out of a paper cup.
All right, we'll see you next time on Jar of Pain.
Job done.
Jar of Pain, what time is it? 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 Jar of Pain, what time is it?